You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Fitzy down and out today. Will he get up for the pub tour? We don't know at this stage. We threw it out there at the top of the show saying, could anybody step up?
Oh, we had two worthy candidates.
Yeah, we did.
But
we're not going to go with Jared from Penrith because someone else has turned up to 33 Saunders Street and said, I'll do it. It's Rosso. Welcome to the show, mate.
Mate, the question is, will he come back? I always suggest that the fact, when I arrived, Fitzy's not here. Okay, has there been a blow-up?
Yeah,
Are
sure.
you not talking?
What, Nova Bloodbath? No.
Yeah, there's one of those situations
No.
where he's cracked it and won't come in. Not that it's happened before.
No.
never in radio does that happen.
No,
Teams are about teamwork.
yes, he's not going to disappear for months on
No,
end, is he?
nothing's happened. He's just got a bad throat. He's trying to fix it for tomorrow. I mean, a couple of beers might help, but if he can't make it...
How many schooners are you going to have on this pub crawl you're doing?
We start with one, and then according to the rules for Guinness World Record, you can just have a water or something else as you go through this pub
Responsible
tour.
drinking and all
Yeah,
that.
you got,
blah,
not like
blah,
in
blah.
my day.
What did you do, mate?
Well, you could just we'd just say come and turn up somewhere and get on the cans like a mongrel, we used to say, and it was open bar.
But you guys were getting helicopters to different pubs.
We
like,
were
where-
doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I caught up with a mate of mine, Gordo, last night for a dad dinner.
Yeah.
And we had a pirate ship party for some reason. You know, I don't know why we were
Radio.
dressed up
Also
as
did.
pirates. Yeah, it had a pirate ship. We went down.
Yes, you could.
And I dressed up as Johnny Depp, you know, in Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, we ended up at some pub in Annandale, and my mate Gordo ended up in one of the cubicles with one of the listeners.
You're
Oh,
kidding
yes.
me.
Everyone's a winner.
Pirate Gordo with his one eye.
Yeah. 1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's not a real sword, Gordo. That's extraordinary. Tommy, have we printed the T-shirts? Because I think if we had the slogan, get on the cans like a mongrel,
Oh, you'll have no problems with that.
then we should be fine. We're just talking off air about listener parties too, Rosso, and how much fun they are. We were reflecting on one where we went to Bangkok, and
What was the theme for that?
that was to do with the Hangover 3, I
How
think
many
it
listeners
was.
did you take?
We took about 20. We came home with
Effort.
19.
Did you how was it? You up the front of the plane and the listeners out the back?
Well, they're on a different airline.
I think they flew Scoot.
You've
we,
forgotten.
yeah, I think we came home with 19, and Fitzy and I had to speak to them on the last night to say,
Oh, heaven forbid.
have respect for, we had to make a speech on the last night because the group was getting on very well behind closed doors. And we had to say, you need to show respect for other people. You need to show respect for yourself. Use protection. Have a good one, guys.
Oh, but budding romances shouldn't be stopped.
And there was a guy by the name of Party Heart. And we only found that out because we went for a swim and he had a tattoo of like a human heart on his heart. But it had a party hat on it. I said, what happened there, mate? He said, I had a really big night and they couldn't control my heartbeat, so I ended up in hospital. I had about 30 Red Bull. So my mates call me Party Heart.
Party Heart.
So he went and got that tattooed.
My late friend Neil, right? And it sounds dramatic, but the reason he died at 90 odd, right? He would swum every day, and his only fear was that he would die in the pool, and no one know who he is because there's no identification. So at the age of 78, I think he went down to the local tattoo parlour / bong shop and he got his home phone number tattooed on his chest.
By the time he died, no one had home phones, did they?
If lost, please return to.
It's just like 875.
I've got an answering machine.
man.
Ring me, I won't be there. Oh, that's outstanding, mate. You've got a special project. Australia's biggest sustainability and community event is back for this weekend. Talk us through it, mate, because everyone loves
Yeah, I'm putting it on myself. No.
Come to Rosso's house.
Everyone loves a garage sale.
Yeah, the Garage Sale Trail starts this weekend and it's on next weekend as well. There's, thousands of garage sales all across the country. And what I love about it is that you can just go onto the website and you can put in your own area, and then, like in my area, there's like 7 different garage sales you can go along. And then all these people, because everyone throws out, you wouldn't understand this actually, Wippa, because it's a bit like, this is what happens. When you've got an old polo shirt,
Oh, okay.
and you say to one of your nannies, would someone in the Philippines like this?
Now I get you should never have left. But
No,
this
he
one...
uses them to wash the range. He doesn't give them to
All
other
right,
people.
mate.
Other people either throw things out for council cleanup.
Yep.
And which you shouldn't do. Or they go, we'll have a garage sale. So rather than doing it individually, you can collectively do it over the weekend, which means there's more power to people. There's more people out there knowing it. And, of course, if you love a garage sale, like I do,
so do I.
You can get around and...
What's the best thing you've snagged at a garage sale?
I've had so many things.
Have you?
Yeah. But because I collect a lot of things. But I bought a stereo from a guy up the road a couple of years ago, like a Sony 1980s classic stereo with a turntable. About $30. It's got the most beautiful sound.
Still.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I almost feel like when you go to a garage sale, you're looking for something that might be valuable, that you can maybe, add value to, or that it means something, and the original owner, doesn't realise. So it's kind of like Antique Roadshow in a sense. I've never found anything of too much value. But like other people at garage sales and on Antique Roadshow, there's that Instagram page. I think it's called Creeps of Antique Roadshow. And it's just the people in the background that are standing looking around at different people, what they're wearing, what the item is. There's one guy with his hand down his pants.
They're from weird places in the UK, aren't they? Backwater towns.
It's a good show, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you never really know the true value of something.
No, you don't. You don't know the value of things. But, that's the problem, is that sometimes people don't offer you enough. I remember having a garage sale when I was at university, and I was selling my own stack hat, old stack
Really?
hat. And a guy offered me 5 cents for it. I had $1 on it. And, of course, I cracked and said, you can have it for nothing.
Because there's nothing better than a glass.
Is he going to give you 5 cents?
He's a good negotiator. You drop the price even lower.
I was incensed. I just bloody
Just take it, mate.
Just take it.
I went to Cash Converters once to trade in some cameras, which I ended up getting offered like $20 for 30 cameras.
Are you taking stuff that you get sent from work and taking it down to Cash
you've got the wrong
No,
idea.
he gifts those to the rest of us for birthdays and Christmas.
I just gave Tommy a CD this morning, didn't I, mate?
He's so good at Isaiah.
Yes.
Isaiah.
So what are the
Old cameras.
I always think about this time of the year for the poor teachers, all right? The teachers they've had a big year. They're going, don't get paid enough. And then it comes around to the presents and all the parents. They just, they've on-gifted me this vase.
Not another candle, is it?
It's a Nova merch pack, isn't it, for you?
Do you know what the worst is? There was a guy that we did an interview with, and he is quite an inspiring Australian. And I was so moved by his story that I went, you know what, I want to give him something to say, mate, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it, and thanks for what you've done for this country. And I gave him a bottle of champagne. But the champagne was in the box. And then when the person who gave me the champagne said, where's the champagne going? I said, I gifted it to so-and-so. And they went, mate, there's a card inside the box.
Oh, no.
So he would have got it, and it would have said to Wippa, thanks very much, from Sony.
You're a tight ass.
Getting back to Cash Converters, there was a guy in front of me, and he was trying to sell a parachute. And he said, I spent $3,000 on this parachute. How much are you going to give me? And the guy was saying $50. And the guy said, but I spent $3,000. And he said, who's going to come into Cash Converters and buy a parachute? You ready to jump, mate? You got the new shirt? Have you checked it? Rosso, can you stick around? What I want to do, we've thrown it out there before too. What was your side hustle as a kid? Whatever you're doing, whether you're going door to door or you'd set up a stall in the street, whatever you had. We hit this topic the other day and got quite a lot of calls on it.
Yeah, so I used to work in a cafe on the weekends. And on Sundays, they'd throw all the old sandwiches out. I'd just take them all home, wrap them up individually, and start selling them on the Mondays.
He used to buy copies of the newer sports shoes, and he would sell them out of his locker for double the price.
Vending machines on Central Station. You could press A1, and just as it was about to drop, press B2. You could empty the whole machine. I had about 6 lockers around the school.
How good is that? As a kid, just outsmarting the system and running a small business out of your locker. 13 24 10. Rosso, stick around. We'd love to get your calls on next. Talking about your side hustles as a kid. What did you do? How did you bring in a couple of dollars on the side? You would have run a small business.
My brothers and I used to go around offering to do odd jobs for people.
Oh, yeah.
And then they wouldn't pay very much. You go and wash their cars or something like that when we were young kids. And then I remember particularly we went to this woman's place and she said, oh, look, I've got all these leaves that you need to rake up and all these things you need to do, and I'll give you $1.
Yeah. To rake the leaves.
And then we started raking. Then she said, I've got to go out. I'll be back later on. And then my brother went round the corner and she had a box full of returnable bottles. And in the olden days, you could get 20 cents if you took a litre of soft drink bottle back.
Yeah, right. Good deal.
And there was 12 of them. And so my brothers and I did the sums on that and thought we'll just steal the bottles.
Leave your leave.
Spoke to the accounting division.
And we just left.
Hey, where are my bottles and why are there leaves?
Gone.
See you later. Rosso's on the bottle collect. Sherwin and Ashfield, how did you make money as a kid?
Yep. Kind of still do it now, but I'll just wait for council clean up, find anything that's worth it, and then chuck it on Facebook Marketplace.
When we moved house recently, we were downsizing, and I put so much good stuff out knowing, and you watch it, and it's gone within an instant, and it just saves other people money.
What happens when people come, Sharon, when they come around to your house? Do you talk to them? Do you leave it on the front?
I've learnt now, so I'll just go. I'll say I'll meet up at Bunnings Ashfield at the car park, so they don't know where I live or anything.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
You should take up selling speed with that sort of ingenuity.
Oh, we don't talk about those stuff.
Oh,
Sherwin
got quite a laugh.
Sherwin selling bogan dust down at Bunnings Ashfield on Saturday mornings. Get a bag and get a sausage.
Hey, you get a sausage roll at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, we get it.
Sherwin.
We get it, Sherwin, you dirty dog. Thanks, buddy. Emma's in Middleton. How did you make money as a kid, Emma?
Well, it was actually my husband. He used to rent out his brother's push bike to all the kids in the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
And keep his push bike for his own personal pristine use.
Geez, that's not bad. What was he charging, do you know?
Oh, like 20 cents a ride or something.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got to turn it over. Well done, Em. Thank you. Marie and San Susie. Making money as a kid, what did you do?
I used to collect all of the cans from all of the neighbours and then go and recycle them and get paid for myself.
There it is. That's you, Rosso. That's you.
Yeah.
You guys were in competition.
Well,
Yes,
it's very popular for people to do that now.
Yeah, cash for cans, isn't it?
It's all back, all
Yeah.
things. And there's the machine that you use.
Yep. There's one down at Bondi.
We could bring a photo of it in, Wippa, and you could try and work out what it is.
Yeah, it says return and earn on it. Figure that one.
Return what you earn.
Yeah,
Bloody way. Marie, thank you. Kerry, hello.
Hello, how are you?
How did you make money as a kid?
So my auntie would force me to take my nan's neighbours, they were quite elderly, take their flowers and sell them as pot puree.
Oh, you'd dry out the flowers, would you?
Yeah, so we would go steal the flowers and we'll dry them out and then we'd go around the neighbourhood selling pot puree. But she'd make me do it because I was the younger one and she's like, oh, they'll buy it off you because you're little.
Yeah, you look cute.
Oh, yeah.
Child
That's
labour.
right. I did that with my kids. They wanted a fortune cookie at the Chinese restaurant we're at, and they didn't have any of them, right? So it's like, it was the whole deal was we went for Chinese, the real little.
Right.
So I'll go to the one next door, and I gave them a stunt 20 to pay for one. And they said, they'll take the money. I said, they're not going to.
They won't take that.
They won't take the $20. And so they went to the restaurant next door and said, can we buy some fortune cookies, please? And they brought them out, and he went to give them the $20. And, of course, they didn't take them. And my youngest, before basically just in front of the guy, said, the trick worked.
Oh.
Yeah, so Blue, I said, guys, it's not how it works.
Don't reveal the trick.
No trick.
Don't reveal the trick. And you got the 20 back?
I got the 20 back, and they got it.
And the fortune cookie said you should never steal from anybody, which you should never use a fake 20. Indy in Richmond, hello.
Hello there.
Making money as a kid, what did you do?
I'm calling about my son. He's 13, and he hotspots the family data to his mates that have run out of data at school for money.
Oh, okay.
So how does that work? So
he hotspots our data across to his friends, so they'll give him a bit of money because they've run out of data for the month.
They use his
and
Wi-Fi.
they can use his data.
Jeez.
That actually comes from our family pool.
That's not bad, is
Right.
That is clever.
How can you... So you can't control your family pool, though, can you?
Oh, I could. No, not really.
Nah.
No, so the end of the month when you're trying to upload something into, you've got no data left, you know, because it's all been sold to the kids at school.
It's all gone high tech.
And there you are going, this is my best photo for OnlyFans, and you can't upload it. Oh, that's not fair,
not
Andy.
nice.
Only on a Thursday. Scotty in Hobartville, welcome. You made money as a kid, Scotty?
Yeah, morning, guys. So I used to work at Macca's, and A while ago, they used to give you the free McChicken or free quarter pounder if they sent you to waiting bay.
Yeah.
So when I was at the register and people would use them, I'd just collect them, take them home, take them to school, sell them for $3 each.
Oh, what a victory.
See what I mean?
Well,
it's clever.
I mean, by the time you got the hamburger, I know where you're going, Ross. So it's sort of
No, you don't know where you're going. Look, I'm always sceptical about people calling sometimes with stories that aren't true.
Right.
And I don't think Scotty, this story's not true.
Are you calling BS on Scotty?
Absolutely. He's making it up.
I did it for like 8 months.
Scotty, you just want a little bit of hero time. I get it, mate. It's okay. The story's not true.
Sorry,
no one takes a McFlurry to school the next day and
Anyone at
sells
my
it.
school, they've got them.
Scotty, we don't have first class and 50k. Calling the show will not get you straight into the draw for a prize. I'm sorry, mate. We love your story. Rosso, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Hey, absolute pleasure, guys. Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
And I'll let you know, 7:30, what time does Rosso need to be there for the Midlife Crisis pub tour tomorrow, Tommy?
Yeah, 7:30 at the Carousel Inn at Rudy Hill.
Oh, your favourite.
Oh, yeah, no problems. Just send the helicopter. I'll be there, all right?
See you in the line. Thanks, mate.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.